And good evening. Welcome to Highfield for another American Legion baseball face-off between Division I, Sub-State 1 opponents. That's Owatonna in town here to take on Albert Lea. The light blue-clad Owatonna, post 77, and the dark blue-clad Albert Lea, post 56, fresh off their third-place finish. 3-2 this year after winning 2 of 3 games in Mankato over the Father's Day weekend, beating both Mankato American and Mankato National, and like I said, taking third place in the Mulva Hill Invitational at Wolverton Field at East High School. And they got a bit lucky because they didn't hit very well in Mankato, but they got help from Mankato American starter Keaton Wojcik, who walked 6 batters in the first inning. He only lasted 2/3 of an inning. There are 4 guys doing great at the plate for post 56, led by junior Graham Goskeson, who's hitting .562. Easton Shuey's batting .428. Nate Barclay and Aiden Jensen are each at .400. But there's a steep drop-off after that. Team batting average at .252 after 5 games. And their pitching was good enough to get it and hold the lead. Cohen Drescher has double the innings of any other pitcher at 12 so far this year. His ERA is 4.50 with a strikeout-to-walk ratio of 11-6. Nate Barclay and Brecken Wackles have ERAs around 3 in a handful of innings each. And Nate will be pitching here tonight. But the team ERA, 7.09. Team strikeout-to-walk ratio is 21-18. Owatonna, American Legion post 77, last year won the Division I Sub-State 1 title and got to the American Legion State Tournament. Shakopee took the title, though, last year. Owatonna opened the 2026 American Legion baseball season with a 1-2 record so far. They've early results include a 4-3 victory over Oxwood, Battle of Omaha. Season opening 10-4 loss to the Rochester Redhawks and a hard-fought loss to Austin post 91. They got a veteran-heavy squad this summer following a strong spring high school season in the Big 9 Conference, which they won. And they've got a lot of returning players under Tate Cummings. We don't have a lot of time here. I want to get to these interviews that I got with, first of all, Rich Yost. Let's talk with Rich Yost, who's the manager of the American Legion Post 56 team. As fresh off a pretty good weekend in Mankato. You guys took third at the Mulva Hill Invite, winning 2 of 3 games, including beating both Mankato clubs. When's the last time that happened?
That's a great question. I don't know. It was pretty fun. Boys went out and played some good ball after we got our butt whooped, and then it turned out all right.
Yeah, the Cheska game was tough, but they're tough on a lot of teams. They won that thing. They creamed everybody.
Yeah.
They're just that good. Well, they were ranked 3rd to start the preseason in the state, and I know you love rankings, but anyway, what do you take away from? All right, Graham Goskeson is my guest. Let's talk with Rich. They're just that good. Well, they were ranked 3rd to start the preseason in the state, and I know you love rankings, but anyway, what do you take away from that very successful weekend? It's got to be a positive for these guys?
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, leap forward and confidence is the biggest part. They're having fun. We were down a few guys here and there, maybe lost one to injury, but confidence-wise, they know they can play with teams. Doesn't matter who you put in front of them. I think that's a big boost for them.
Yeah, no doubt. Your team batting is struggling a bit with a .252 team batting average and averaging 5 runs a game, which ain't so bad, but losing Zayden Brewer hurts a lot.
It does. He's been hitting the ball hard, maybe not for hits, but right at people hard. He was really kind of a linchpin in the middle of that lineup for us, whether it was sac flies or hard ground balls, hard line drives.
Walks even.
Walks, hit by pitch, having a good time, smile on his face.
Yeah.
He could catch, play third base. So we hope he heals up real quick so he can continue on with his hockey career and go from there.
And then, of course, Sam McGill's still out, too.
I haven't heard from Sam today, so hopefully I know he's still getting that knee back in shape. And, again, we'd love to have him here. I know the guy, he'd like to be here, but he's got a bigger agenda that we hope he does well at football as well.
No doubt. So you had 9 guys for the third-place game on Sunday in Mankato, and you took it to them. I was impressed.
Yeah, defense was solid. There's not much more you can say about Brecken. Went out and threw 4 and change really well for us, kept us in the game. The boys put together a bunch of hits and runs and got us out ahead, and kind of the momentum went our way from there.
Owatonna, your opponent tonight, represented Division I Sub-State 1 at the state tournament last year. What else do you know about them?
Typically a really good program. I believe they won the Big Nine. I don't think all that whole team is here, but they got a heck of a coach over there, and they always come ready to play.
All right, well, you just keep it going and get those W's.
All right, thanks, Jay.
All right, Graham Goskeson is my guest here, the junior, well, soon to be senior. Yeah. I guess you are a senior, huh?
Yeah, I'm a senior this year.
Number 20, are you cousins with hockey-playing sisters Morgan and Marley Goskeson?
I get that a lot, but I'm not really sure, to be honest.
What, a name like Goskeson? Come on.
Yeah, I'm not really sure.
Oh, wow. All right. I just thought maybe the athletic stuff. Well, and Morgan and you both wear the same number 20.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
Are you messing with me? Or?
No, I have no idea.
You have no idea. Isn't that something you wanted to, find out, or do you care?
I'm not really sure.
All right. 6 for 11 you went with 5 runs scored and a couple of steals in that Mankato 3-game tournament. That's some good stuff, man.
Yeah, thanks. I was just trying to hit the ball hard, and it found some places to drop.
Yep, solid hits all, and you're batting a team-leading .562 for the Legion season. What do you think about when you're up at bat? Is it just focusing on what the pitcher's throwing at you?
I just try and hit the ball hard wherever the pitcher pitches it.
But you're seeing it real well, obviously.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah. What other position? You play a lot of positions, don't you?
Outfield.
Third base, outfield?
Outfield, third catcher mainly.
Are you going to catch now tonight?
I think so. With
Zayden,
injury, yeah.
Zayden's how long is he out, do you know?
I'm not quite sure.
Yeah. That's a tough one, too, because he's good. Favorite glove brand?
Rollins.
All the way, Rawlings. How about a bat?
Also Rollins.
Okay. You're not picky there. You don't experiment. You go with the one brand. That's good. Favorite sports moment you were a part of?
Probably just that walk-off we had against Winona here when Easton hit the home run.
Yeah. The only home run of the high school season. Yeah. Are you ever trying to pull? I mean, the year before, Sam was the only one that had a home run, and this year, Easton. So you guys probably shouldn't be hitting for the fences.
Yeah, I don't think about it, but yeah, it'd be nice to hit a home run.
It would be fun. Yeah. Favorite athlete?
Let's go Kirill Kaprizov.
That's a pretty good choice. That's solid. Favorite music?
Drake.
All right. And final question, what is your go-to fast food?
$5 meal deal from McDonald's.
Oh, you can't beat that, man. All right, thanks. Good luck, man.
Thanks.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Ayatt's Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayatt today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
When it comes to your home, we know you have lots of options for contractors. At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. From windows and doors to siding and seamless gutters, we're focused on quality materials, experienced crews, and getting the job done right the first time. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. Visit gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need. Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, mrsandless.com.
Does fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna to see their full line of Ice Castle RVs and keep the fun alive all year round. They also deliver a full line of enclosed and utility trailers for all of your hauling needs. Find them just north of Owatonna, across I-35 from Bass Pro Shops, or check out their inventory online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
No matter what business you're in, it's hard to find someone to keep your business clean. Service Master by Owatonna Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. When you're in need of janitorial cleaning services, demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Owatonna today.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
When it comes to your home, we know you have lots of options for contractors. At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. From windows and doors to siding and seamless gutters, we're focused on quality materials, experienced crews, and getting the job done right the first time. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. Visit gtwindowanddoor.com to schedule your free estimate. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need. All right, so we're back here at Hyde Park, ready to go. Of course, the lineup's been showing here on screen for, let's go for the visitors first since they're up first. And Aiden Ackman facing Barclay. Nate. Number 7 will be starting for Albert Lea. Oh, I have 2 pens that seem to be wanting to run out of ink here, so that's not good. Everybody says use pencil when you're doing a scorebook, but I tend to break the leads. I write a little tough, I guess. I don't know. But hits, runs, errors, wild pitches, hit by pitch, and so I'm trying to get all my stuff here. You can look over the lineup there for Albert Lea, Barclay, who he's facing. Aikman, Klecker, Ulrich, Tackman, Frantessel, Solbraid, Avalos, and Herzog. And then when Albert Lea is up and facing pitcher A.J. Ulrich, they'll have the lineup of Brody Rassler out at second, Leighton Yost, the left fielder, batting second, Graham Goskus catching and batting third, with Paxton Hovde, the fourth batter, at third. Cooper Kermis playing center field, batting fifth. Preston Smith, shortstop, is sixth. Seventh is Nate Barclay, the pitcher. Aiden Jensen is batting seventh, the first baseman, and right fielder Cooper Rassler are at the 9 spot here as we have our home plate to first base. Well, from pitcher to home to first look, and then the rest of the field, which we may... Why is this not... There it is. It's a little dark, isn't it? Can I brighten that up a little bit? We're not expecting any rain here. north of here, they are going to get plenty, especially in the Twin Cities. Oh, I got to move this now because I jostled it. Can't see all the way down the lines, but that's as good as we can do for you. Get all the bases in there and the long look. But I do like this close-up clear view as well sometimes. Hopefully, if I can keep up with the scoreboard and changing the camera angles once somebody hits it, that'll keep doing this view. But we might have to lose it anyway because these games have been going 2 hours a lot lately. And I don't have that much battery on that camera, the one we're looking at right now. As stepping in for the first at bat is right-handed batter Aiden Tackman. To face Barkley, the lefty, kicking the dirt at the mound and getting ready. Umpire has done his house cleaning. And we're ready to rock. 3-2 against 1-2. And Albert Lee is the better of the two in the records. I don't know if Owatonna has played more than that, or that's just what I could find online, and that's really hard to find stuff about American Legion online. As that one, I believe, was out of the zone. 1-0 is the count to Ackman, and a strike. Follows it up. As far as pitching, Nate Barkley, 5 2/3 innings this year, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. 2 earned runs on 4 hits, 1 hit batter, and 2 pickoffs. This is launched to left, but going foul and drifting out of play. So 1-2. And Barclay's ERA is a decent 3.21. Well under the team ERA of 7.09. But Cohen Drescher has doubled the innings of anybody else on the team, and he's got the best strikeout to walk ratio, too, at 11-6. That's fouled off the other way and out of play. Stays 1-2. 11-6 for Cohen on the K to B, or B walk. Usually B. But the pitching's been pretty steady. Better than others. The Mankato clubs had some pitching struggles. Ooh, that hit Ackman, and he's going to take his base. So on a 1-2 count, it was a hit batter, and down to first he goes. As I got to put in A.J. Ulrich as the other pitcher when we get to the other half inning here. And coming up, Joe Klecker, the first baseman, a lefty. I'm going to put this in long view in case he gets a hit here, because I'm writing down some last-minute stuff. He turns to bunt and does, and Barkley throws him out over to first base to Aiden Jensen, and there's one out, but it was a nice sack bunt, moving the runner. So Tackman to second, and one out with Jace Ulrich up now. So the Ulrichs well represented, and the Tackmans here on this Owatonna club. And the AJs, they got 2 AJs that aren't related, but that's a strike called. Strike 1. Yeah, they got AJ Ulrich and AJ Avalos on this post-77 team. As Nate looks at the runner at second, and Cooper Rassler out there harassing him and making him try to believe that he's going to get a play made on him. So keep him close, and it's outside, 1-1. 1-1 to Ulrich, Jace Ulrich. And one out. And the pitch is swung on and missed. Strike 2. We had to wait. The umpire showed up right at the time of game here. So we didn't even do lineups through the PA. It was it's a 2-2 count right now, by the way. With a runner at second and one out. It was just anthem and go as they showed up about 2 minutes before game time at 6:30. And there's some rain clouds, it looks like. We might get some sprinkles, but I don't think it's anything to stop the game. It looks like most of that stays north of us, although I haven't looked at the radar moving across lately, so maybe it's changed. But here's the 3-2, and that's fouled back. Stays alive. Oops, I have 3 strikes. Wait a minute. See what happens. You go, strikeout, Albert Lee. But nope, that's a little early. We hope that Nate can get this one as he continues to build on the strikeout-to-walk ratio. Hit a batter here to start the game and then got the sacrifice bunt. So 1 out, 1 on at second in scoring position for Jace Ulrich. Here's the payoff pitch again. And he struck him out. There you go. Almost like I predicted it. But that's the 1K for Barclay right now. A.J. Ulrich coming up here, the pitcher. Now I can do that. And be confident with 2 down and a runner at second. The Ulrichs are back-to-back, the 3-4 spots, meaning they're probably pretty good. As Barclay looks a couple of times to second, now delivers, and a strike called on the outside upper part of the plate, but good enough for that umpire. And as long as he calls it the same for both, it's fine. Yeah, I was going to look at the rain clouds because it's starting to look like rain here, but not supposed to earlier anyway. And there's strike 2. AJ not happy with the calls, but it's 0-2, 2 down, and Nate trying to just take care of it himself here with that runner in scoring position. Yeah, there's no rain on radar showing up. Closest is Worthington area, Faribault, Mankato, Owatonna, just north of Owatonna. There's a lot of rain at Twin Cities through Eau Claire. And we put it in motion. We might get rain by 8, but we're hoping to be done by then. So we shall see. Barclay with the runner at third. And he got him for the third out, and they waste the leadoff base runner on the hit by pitch. And it is scoreless after the first half inning with Barclay on 2 strikeouts. No walks and a hit batter. That's all there was. So he faces 4 and gets the 3 outs he needs. And we'll take the break and come back with the bottom of the first coming up here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lea. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
And we go to the bottom of the first and get our lineup out here. Put that on the screen for Albert Lea as Brody Rassler will lead off, playing second base. Leighton Yost, the left fielder, batting second. Graham Goskeson, hot hitter, hottest hitter on the team, .562 average. He's going to catch and bat third. Paxton Hovde, the third baseman, goes clean up with Cooper Krimis in fifth, out in center field. Preston Smith playing shortstop, going sixth. Nate Barclay, the pitcher, batting seventh. Aiden Jensen batting eighth. He's the first baseman. And right fielder Cooper Rassler is going to bat ninth. I think I called Brody Cooper earlier. That's probably happened before, but my apologies. Try and get it right as much as possible. This camera keeps floating on me. But let's see if we can catch this one from time to time as well. All right, so scoreless here, and we'll see what the boys can do here in the first, coming off their third place finish over at the Mulvihill Invitational in Mankato over the weekend. The wind is not really a factor. It's kind of flapping a little bit, but kind of all over the place. Right now in a little bit, but the camera, if you can see it in the distance, is not really flapping as much as just kind of moving a little bit. As we're ready to go here, A.J. Ulrich with his warm-up tosses. The right-hander going to face Brody Ressler. Right-hander playing second base here today for post 56. And ball one to Brody. I did go bottom. Okay, ball one, and now a strike. So 1-1 to Ressler. Hits one foul, first base side, not a play. It's 1-2. As I already had to brighten up the camera because of the cloud cover darkening things up, but on radar it shows no rain within 50 miles of us, really, 40 maybe. As it's going to pass to the north, but maybe hit us with some sprinkles. The lights are on here at Hike Field. The count is 2-2 to leadoff batter Brody, and he fouls one again off of backwards and out of play. Stays 2-2. Leading off the bottom of the first here for post 56. They beat Rochester JM 4-0, then lost to Casson 4-3. As that one's high, and it's the 3-2 count. And then at the Mulvihill, losing to Chaska 15-0 in 5. That's fouled and out of play as Brody's keeping alive. And then they beat both Mankato teams back-to-back. 11-7 over Mankato American, mostly made up of Mankato East players, and 8-3 over Mankato National in the third place game Sunday. Made up mostly of Mankato West players. He strikes out Brody for out number one. And that will, let's do that little, there you go. That'll bring up Leighton Yost. By the way, Ressler. Brody betting 181 coming in. Yost has an average of 125, and he fouls one out. To the pitcher. 2 up, 2 down. And now Graham Goskeson, who is sporting the best average on the team at 562. 9 for 16. He was 6 for 11 at the 3-day Mankato tournament. 6 runs, leads the team. 2 RBIs, 1 off the team lead. He's got a double. 1 of 2 extra base hits so far for Alberti batters. He swings and misses at the first offering. Struck out only twice in his 16 at-bats, 2 walks, 5 steals, also leading the team. So Graham having a great start to the Legion season. That's outside, and 1-1 with 1 out. Paxton Hovney on deck. And he flares one, but second baseman's going to grab that one. And a 1-2-3 inning for the Owatonna D. And let's see, I'll put a liner L4 on that one. And Hovde will lead off the second inning as we are scoreless through one at Hike Field on AlbertLeeLive.com.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top...
Oops. I hit the button too early. Let me see if I can get back to where it was.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lea, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lea. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Back here and let's see the lineup for Owatonna, and they'll be starting with Eric Tackman, Wyatt Frantessel, Andrew Selbrade, AJ Avalos, and Jay Herzog. The 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 hitters, well, hopefully just 5, 6, 7. As it continues to darken here, but I said I looked at the radar and it does not show rain here, although it's near. I mean, it's down the road in Fairmont, it's raining. Up in Mankato, it's raining. And just north of Waseca and Owatonna, Faribault's getting pounded right now with thunderstorms and heavy rain. And so is La Center and New Prague and Elko and Newmarket and those areas. But here's Nate Barkley with the first pitch of the second inning, a swing and a miss by Eric Tackman, the catcher, a right-handed bat. So, strike one to him. And the pitch from the lefty is just too far inside. 1-1. Scoreless after one. And the next pitch is in low. So a 2-1 count to leadoff batter Tackman here to start the second. And Barkley inside with a 3-1 count now. He didn't get the 3 balls on any of the 4 batters he faced in the first inning. But 3-1 here. And the pitch is fouled off. Makes it a full count. 2 strikeouts for Nate in that first inning. The second and third outs after the sacrifice bunt. Well, he hit a batter and then a sac bunt that moved the runner to second, who ended up at third, but 2 strikeouts ended the inning and the threat. Here's a 3-2. And another foul. He stays alive. And the weather and the wind and the sky are doing everything to make you think it's going to rain, but unless it appears out of nowhere, it's not on radar. And there's a called third strike, and Tackman thought it was a ball, and he was on his way to first, but the umpire rang him up. And that's 3 strikeouts in a row for Nate Barkley. And 4 outs in a row. And 1 out. Nobody on, and here comes Wyatt Frantessel, the right fielder. Oh, I didn't do this, did I? Hey, gotta celebrate those. Nate facing the right-handed batting Frantessel. He fouls one on the third base side, not a play. Oops. Not ball one, strike one. As he's really starting to improve his K to B ratio, Nate Barkley. With the 3 today now, 8 strikeouts to 3 walks. And that's hit in the air to right field and moseying in. Brody Wrestler at second was coming out, but making his way in, Cooper Wrestler. The brothers get together, and Cooper is the one who makes the out. 2 up, 2 down. Breaks up the strikeout string that Nate Barkley had. Snaps that at 3 in a row. But keeps the outs coming. 5 in a row. And here comes Andrew Selbright, the DH. Another right-handed bat for Owatonna, post 77. Ball 1 to him. Just a little dark for this time of the day here. Just as the game started, there was these darker clouds that came overhead, but they're apparently not rain clouds because I still don't see anything on radar here. As it's 2-0 now to Selbraid. And that is across for a called strike 1. 2-1. Selbraid, the right-handed batting DH for Owatonna, post 77. And he swings and grounds one foul, third base side, to even the count at 2. 2 down, nobody on. Top of 2. And a scoreless affair here so far. Now the wind picking up a little bit. It's blowing right to left. And that's a bouncer to Brody at second. He picks it up and throws over to Hayden, and they got a 1-2-3 inning on that 4-3 put out. So 1 over the limit for Nate Barkley already early on here in the 2 innings he's pitched, and 3 strikeouts. He's looking pretty sharp. As we'll continue here in the bottom of the second. And Albert Lee posts 56 bats to come up here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check him out online, MrSandless.com.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We now offer full cosmetic dentistry in addition to routine dental care. Learn more at afd.dental.
So you can see Paxton Hovde will lead off here, the 4-hitter, followed by Cooper Kermis and Preston Smith. And hopefully Nate Barkley, Aiden Jensen, and Cooper Wrestler here in the bottom of the second. Scoreless. It went 1-2-3 in the first, and Owatonna went 1-2-3 in the second. So we'll see if I really can get things going here. Thunderstorms possible about 8 o'clock, it says here, the latest forecast. As gusty winds and small hail are possible after that, and then we hopefully will be done by then. But here comes Hovde. So lead off the second for Albert Lee, and he takes ball 1. Ulrich fires, misses. 2-0. And there's one hit to right field, and making a play on it over there, and he dropped it in right field. Was Wyatt Frantessel. That's going to be an E9 to allow Paxton to reach. And our first error of the game is on Owatonna, and that'll bring up Cooper Kermis with a runner on and nobody out. And they throw over to first. He's back in safely. So I'm having a hard time keeping this camera still here. I have it stabilized as far as where it's sitting, but it just keeps pulling. I think the wires are pulling it one way or the other. And I'm trying to correct that while watching the game, and it's not really working out for me. As the count now is 0-1 to Kermis, and here goes Hovde to second. He's safe. Stole a base for Pax. First, actually, I don't even have. That was his first at bat of the Legion season, reaching on an error, and so his first steal as well. Cooper Kermis has batted 142 so far, only 2 hits. Scored 4 times though. As he gets the count to a 2-1 with nobody out and a runner at second. Need to find something to put there so it doesn't slide back. There you go. And this is aired to shallow right. Drops right in. And unfortunately, Hovde couldn't go anywhere because that looked like it was going to be caught. The right fielder was coming in, looked confident in his ability to catch it, but just didn't. Second baseman didn't go out to get it. So it's a good single for Cooper. He needed that with a 142 average. That'll help him out. Preston Smith is next. A 153 average. Again, just a couple of hits, 13 at bats. Only 1 strikeout and 1 walk. So he's maybe had some bad luck. With 2 on now and nobody out in the second. He squares to bunt, pulls back. Ball 1, they throw to first. Safe is Kermis. So 1-0 to new batter Smith. Barclay on deck. Hovde at second. Kermis at first. Nobody out here in the second. And a 1-0 count for Preston. And they throw to second, not in time. Paxton gets back in. One ball, no strikes. 2 on, nobody out in the second. And the pitch. He squares to bunt again, and this one's fouled and is going to get away from the catcher. Couldn't catch up to it. So just a strike here, 1-1. Preston ran into some trouble at the Mulvihill invite pitching-wise. Gave up some runs, and it kind of messed up his ERA and stuff, but he'll come back. Nobody's perfect, but he is one of the better pitchers we've seen here in a while. Even though Colin Drescher won Pitcher of the Year for the high school year, but I bet Preston was right behind him in the voting there. As a swing and a miss by Smith, and it's 1-2 to him. Barclay on deck, a 400 hitter, so be nice to get Preston on and load the bases here if possible, or see him get a base hit and knock in Paxton with the first run of the game. He slaps one to third. They're going to try for a double play. The out at second is there and safe at first. So Paxton goes to third. They got the out at second. Runners at the corners. Kermis was the first out at second, but Hovde at third, Smith at first. And 400 hitting Nate Barclay. 2 for 5 on the season. Has scored a run. He's got 2 RBIs. The team leader in RBIs, Zayden Brewer, broken finger, out for a while. 3 RBIs. RBI totals are low, but they've scored runs because of a lot of walks and hit batters and errors. It's been a kind of sloppy play early on in the Legion season, especially for the opponents of Alberley, because we got a winning record at 3-2. 0-1 to Barclay, the lefty. That's outside, 1-1. 1-1, 1 out. I just finally put the out up there. Finally noticed I hadn't recorded the out on our scoreboard, on the Service Master MyOut scoreboard. 1-1, 1 out. Runners to the corners. Lead run 90 feet away as that's fouled and out of play. 1-2 to Barclay. Nate, one of the better hitters on the team and fine pitcher as well. His ERA 3.21 is second best to Brecken Wackles at 3 of pitchers who have 5 or more innings. So, I mean, it's early. So things can change, but he's doing well, both hitting and pitching, and that one's fouled out of play again. And it stays 1-2 with 1 out. And I just talked with VFW coach Graydon Anderson, and he says they've got enough guys for tomorrow. It depends on how much rain we get tonight or tomorrow as far as soaking rains, if that happens. That's a liner that the shortstop misses. Run's going to score. Paxton comes in with the lead run. It's 1-0 Albert Lee on a E6. Should have caught that. Smith is at second. And it is 1-0 good guys. First and second, 1 out. And now 2 errors already on Owatonna. As left-handed batting first baseman Aiden Jensen. The back-to-back lefties here at the bottom of the order. Aiden, a 400 average of his own. So 2 lefties doing well at the plate. Well, 2 for 5. I mean, it's limited at bats, but still, it's a good start. Only 1 strikeout, 3 walks. That's a good ratio. Been hit once. It's 0-1 to Aiden. As A.J. Ulrich checks the runner and delivers, and that's straight back foul ball. 0-2. Only 1 out. After Hovde reached on an error, he stole second, ended up scoring on the error that Barclay reached on. So no RBI, but 1-2 to Jensen now. But a 1-0 lead for Albert Lee. As Smith got on and Barclay reached on an error. And now that gets away from the catcher and both runners advance. Got Smith at third stretching out. I hope he didn't hurt himself. He's kind of looking at his left ankle and foot area, but Smith's at third now and Barclay at second with Aiden Jensen and a 2-2 count. Two hits. And that is outside 3-2. Second and third, 1 out, 1 in. And Jensen swings and misses. He got a piece of it, but it was caught by the catcher. So strikeout out number 2. Second strikeout for Ulrich. And now the 9-hitter, Cooper Rassler. We're going to try and knock in some more runs here before the end of the second. And Cooper has a 500 average, but just 2 at-bats. 1 for 2. But you got to start somewhere, and that's where he has started. It's 2-0. Smith at third. Barclay at second. Ulrich fires, and that's on the ground right back to the pitcher on the hill. Nice fielding play, and he gets it over to his first baseman, Joe Klecker, in time, and that's the third out. But they do break the ice with the run. They leave 2 stranded, which is unfortunate, but it's 1-0 after 2 complete here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lee Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Does fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
Service Master by Ayats Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. Call Service Master by Ayat today.
The man in the yellow van called Service Master.
As we get to the third inning now, 1-0 Albert lead. They have one run on one hit, no errors. 2 errors already for Owatonna here as they are scoreless with no hits. Nate Barclay has kept them at bay, and he's got 3 strikeouts already in the first 2 innings as well. He had those 3 in a row. Second out and third outs of the first inning and the first out of the second inning. As I move this ahead to the third. And, I was going to show you their lineup here, starting with A.J. Avalos. Let me get that up there. We'll highlight Avalos. It's the 8-9, and then top of the order. Avalos, Herzog, and then back to the top. As they batted 4 in the first inning and then 3 in the second. As Albert Lee got the 1-2-3. They had managed to scratch across that run. Hovde reached on an error and made his way around. 1 steal, a fielder's choice, 1 hit in the inning. And that was enough to get that run across. And the early lead here. We'll go to the third. And like I said, A.J. Avalos, the right-hander, second baseman for Owatonna, takes strike 1. And it's a good day so far for Barclay. He's just throwing strikes and relying on the defense to do the rest. Of course, he got 3 strikeouts in the first 7 batters. That ain't bad either. As that one misses, though, 1-1. Darkness has descended upon Albert Lee here with the lights on early. And like I said, I'm still looking at radar, and it's not getting any closer to us. It just is darkening up. We're on the edge of all the wetness. If you go north, just north of Owatonna, it is pouring rain between there and Faribault. There's a grounder, slow grounder, as it's going to be fielded by Jensen and flipped to Barclay for the out. That's a nice play. See if I can capture that replay here. Let's look at that. As Barclay, Jensen charges it. He has to. Barclay recognizes that and wins the race to the bag, and they get the first out. Nicely done, boys. 1 down. Nobody on the 3-1 put out at first of Avalos. And now Jay Herzog. He's the center fielder, the 9 hitter in the order. He gets ball 1. Nice movement off the mound there for Nate. He's just a good athlete. He plays everything well in baseball. 2-0. 2-0. And 1 out, nobody on here in the third for Owatonna as they swing and a miss. Makes it 2-1. There are some showers coming down I-90, but right now they're in Fairmont. And then, like I said, north of Owatonna, it's a mess. It's raining hard. That's a base hit, their first hit, as it bloop hit to right. Puts Herzog on, and then back to the top of the order. And Aiden Tackman. He was hit by a pitch, made it all the way around to third before he was stranded there. So 2 base runners now, 1 hit for Owatonna. The no-hitter's gone for Nate. Tackman, a right-handed batting shortstop. And they throw to first. Ooh, they got him. Oh, man, another pickoff for Nate Barkley. That's his third pickoff of the year. Wow, he has really got that move down. Of course, being a lefty, it helps to throw to first, but that is 2 down now. Nobody on. To erase that base runner and put it 2 outs. He still has yet to throw a pitch to Tackman here, and his first one is a ball. Beautiful. Third pickoff. He had 2 in a game, Nate Barkley. And now that one, he's got he told manager Yost that he'd been working on that move, and I guess he has, because he's really good. He gets him leaning the wrong way, and he's able to pair up with Jensen over there and get the tag on. I mean, that's all, not all Nate. It's Jensen, too, has to catch it first and then make the tag on a diving base runner. But good team work there. 2-1 is the count now to Tackman with 2 down, nobody on. Barkley with the delivery. And the lefty gets that called strike, and it's 2-2. The more I see him, the more impressed I am with Nate. And the 2-2 delivery misses. Full count. Only the second full count of the game for Nate. He had a full count on Tackman, the other Tackman, Eric Tackman, and to lead off the second and struck him out. Now, this is Aiden Tackman, and, check swing. They appeal, and they say strike 3. The field ump rings him up. And that's a 1-2-3 inning, second in a row for the Albert Lee D. And the 4th strikeout for Nate Barkley. With no walks, he is starting to really heat up here. And we're through 2.5. It's 1-0 Albert Lee on albertleelive.com. 2.5. Did I say?
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lee refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, mrsandless.com.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lee Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
As we go to the bottom of the third and 1-0 Albert Lee lead. And a nice play there again, pointing out the kickoff move from Barkley to Jensen at first to get the base runner, who had the only hit of the game so far for Owatonna, wiped out. So 1-0, and here we go with top of the order, Brody Rassler, Leighton Yost, and Graham Goskeson due up against A.J. Ulrich. Brody had a strikeout his first time up, and batting 181 coming in. It was his 3rd strikeout of the year against 2 walks. And he's got a couple of hits so far. 1-0 to him. And 2-0. Brody waving the bat, getting ready to go. Here's Ulrich's delivery, and that is a strike call. 2-1. Barkley, a junior. Brecken Wackel's a junior. Preston Smith, a junior. Graham Goskeson, a junior. So those guys are all coming back next year. It's a pretty good nucleus. Can't wait for football season, too. See how they can... see if they can top last year. It's going to be tough. They lost some seniors, some really good ones. Good players, but you never know. Still could have it. 2-2 is the count, and it's a Grounded a short, long throw. Ooh, just got him. Boy, Brody was cruising down the first baseline, but they got him, even though the shortstop fumbled it a little bit. That's 1 up and 1 down here, and Brody's 0 for 2 today. With 1 out, nobody on. That brings up Leighton Yost, who popped out to the pitcher in foul territory. Leighton struggling at the plate. 2 for 16, now 2 for 17. So under 125. Strike to Leighton, and it's 0 and 1. Yeah, the sun's trying to break through here. Had cloud cover since the beginning, but here in the bottom of the third, we get a little bit of sunshine. And that was inside. He made Yost dance a little bit, 1 and 1. The pitch is too high and outside. 2 and 1 to Leighton. 1-0 Albert Lee. 1 out, nobody on here in the third for post 56, and that's a strike called, so it makes it even at 2-2. This one is in the air to center, and he's got a beat on that one and makes the one-handed grab out there. 2 up, 2 down here in the third for Albert Lee, and Graham Goskison is coming up. Last time up, Graham lined out to second. And again, he's got the best average on the team while coming in, 562, 9 for 16. 6 runs leading the team. They've been all singles because he doesn't have an extra base hit. Oh, he does have a double, I'm sorry. So 8 singles and a double. 1-0 to Graham. With 2 outs and nobody on, and that misses. 2-0. The 2-0 is a called strike 1. 2-1. Fouled the straight back to the screen to make it a 2-2 count. And Ulrich has yet to get to a full count. He's had a 2-2 count several times, but never has been to 3 balls in a count yet. And that's a strikeout. And a 1-2-3 inning. We've seen a lot of that on both sides. Twice for Albert Lee and twice for Owatonna in the first 3 innings. 1-2-3 defensive stands. And that's the 3rd strikeout for A.J. Ulrich of Owatonna. As we move to the 4th, and it's still 1-0 Albert Lee on AlbertLeeLive.com.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lee, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place, 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lee. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We now offer full cosmetic dentistry in addition to routine dental care. Learn more at afd.dental.
2-3-4 hitters to face Nate Barkley here in the 4th for Owatonna as we lead 1-0 here in Albert Lee. Post 56 so far on top with each team with a hit. The 2 errors for Owatonna, but the most important stat would be the 1 run, and that is ours. As we go to the top of the 4th, and it's, why didn't that stay? It's Joe Klecker. Should be highlighted. There you go. 2-3-4. Joe Klecker, Jace Ulrich, and A.J. Ulrich do up here against Nate Barkley, who's got 4 strikeouts. 2 1-2-3 innings in a row. Hit 3 strikeouts in a row back in the 1st and 2nd inning. And he got his 4th one last inning to end the 3rd. As Goskison gets out there for 1 warm-up catch. after the last half inning. He was, of course, the last out, so he had to quick get the lobster gear on. As Klecker had a sacrifice bunt his first time up. The left-handed hitting first baseman. And then both Ulrichs are due up next, and they both struck out against Nate. So we'll see how it goes here in this fourth inning, as that is a ball to Klecker. (1-0) on the way. Swing and a miss. And it's 1-1 here to start the fourth. With a 1-0 lead for Albert Lee. And the lefty, Barclay, delivers. That's fouled out of play. Third base side, 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes to the lefty. It's low, and a 2-2 count now to Klecker. That camera has moved a little bit with the foul balls hitting it. Can't really see the right-hand side of the box, but the lefties we can get a peek at. And see Nate out there on the hill. It's fouled back, and it stays 2-2. And the 2-2 is hit right back to Nate, and he fields it perfectly and tosses it to Jensen for 1 up, 1 down here in the fourth on a 1-3. They had a 3-1 before, first out of last inning on a bunt, but or maybe it was, I don't know if it was a bunt or just a dribbling hit, but no, just the same. It was a 3-1. This is a 1-3, so they paid each other back, and there's 1 out. Nobody on in the fourth. And now the Ulrichs. Jace struck out on the fourth pitch from Barclay, and he fouls that one back for strike 1. And the pitch. Outside and low, 1-1. A.J. Ulrich due up. He struck out as well on the third pitch he saw. So both Ulrichs didn't take long for Nate to get him the first. This is fouled and out of play. And a ball and 2 strikes. With 1 on, or with nobody on and 1 out. Nate delivers, swing and a miss. Stays alive at 1-2. So, Goskeson catching, Aiden Jensen first base, Brody Rassler at second, Preston Smith at shortstop. Third baseman is Paxton Hovey, and then Leighton Yost down in left, Cooper Kermis in center as usual, and Cooper Rassler. The Coopers are in center and right. And the Rasslers all came together on that pop fly to right field I think it was last inning. Both calling for it, but the younger one won the argument and made the catch on that particular one. Another foul ball. It stays 1-2. Second baseman and right fielder, the Rasslers. They wrestled for that one. And that is another foul and out of play. Boy, a lot of those. Is anybody chasing them down? Well, somebody from the Owatonna bench went and got that one because it didn't go too far past them. Another 1-2 count. That, made him dance a little bit. That's going to be 2-1. Or 2-2. 2-2 to Jace. The right-handed batting third baseman. Struck out on a 2-1 pitch. Or a 1-2 pitch, I'm sorry. So now 2-2. And this one is right to Smith, and he misplayed. He got on his knees thinking that I had to get down to get in front of it, but it bounced over his glove and into left field. And another base runner is on for Owatonna, first one of this inning. And they're going to give him a hit on that one, and I would agree it didn't go in Preston's glove. It just bounced over it. He did kind of misplay it, but we'll give him the hit on that one, and that's their second hit of the game. Runner on with one out, and A.J. Ulrich, right-handed batting pitcher, who struck out on 3 pitches last time up, or his first time up in the first. 1-0. Well, now we got some wind. It's going right to left at a pretty steady pace. So if somebody can turn on one, a right-handed bat, and pull it to left field, and be aided a little bit. That's opposite field as Jensen fields it, and then the race to the bag is won by the base runner, Ulrich, over Nate Barclay. And now first and second on an infield single. And back-to-back hits puts Owatonna in business with 2 on and 1 out. And brings up Eric Tackman, who struck out his first time up. He's part of that 3 strikeouts in a row from Barclay. Last 2 outs of the first and the first out of the second. All Ks. Got his 4th one to end the 3rd inning. None here in the 4th, but he's still working on it. We only got 1 out. A little confab between the catcher, Goskeson, and pitcher Barclay. Graham probably going to catch a few here, at least. AJ, was what I told. He broke a finger. Sliding into second there in Mankato. He didn't really know it until he went out to catch the warm-ups the next half inning from the pitcher. And the first one came in, and he yowled and took his glove off and shook his hand. And they put him in right field after that, but diagnosed with a broken finger after that. 1-0, so I'm told. I don't know. I didn't hear that from him himself, so I'm just going on what I've heard. And we hope he gets a speedy recovery and comes back in. He's pretty solid behind the plate. And Goskeson is too, but he also plays some other positions well, like left field and third base. And that's a strike call. The runner goes down to third. Safe, says the field ump for Ulrich. And the other Ulrich, AJ, did not go from first. So it's runners at the corners. And 1 out with a 1-1 count to Tackman. Stolen base for Jace Ulrich, their first. Nate with a 1-1 count here to Tackman. He struck him out on a full count his first time up to lead off the second. And defensive indifference, the steal, they throw it home. Oh, just got his foot in, says the ump. As Jace Ulrich ties it at 1 by stealing home. And that was a pretty nice play for Nate Barclay, cutting that one off. He had to reach up for it and then had the presence of mind to try and throw it into Goskeson to get the tag on Jace, but they could not do it. And it's tied up at 1 here in the third with still 1 out. Runner at second is all they have. And a 2-1 count, rather, now to Tackman. Nate looks at the runner at second. A couple times, and time is called by Tackman. Wyatt Frantessel due on deck. Back-to-back hits here. 3 in the game for Owatonna. 3-1 lead in hits over Albert Lee. And that's a strike called. A ball and 2 strikes. With 1 out and a runner in scoring position out at second base. Barclay lights the sign, doesn't even look at second, and delivers a swing and a miss. He got him. 5 strikeouts now for Nate. Second time he struck out Tackman. That's 2 down here in the 4th. And up comes Wyatt Frantessel, who popped out to right. That was where the Wrestlers got together there. Brody drifting out from second, and Cooper coming in from right. Cooper's the one who got the grab, and the second out of the second inning. As Nate checks second and delivers, and it squirts away from Goskuson. Down to third goes the base runner, A.J. Ulrich. On the wild pitch or pass ball, whichever you want to call it. Frantessel with a 1-0 count. Let me get my scoreboard updated here. Top of 4, 1-1. A 1-0 count now to Frantessel. And then he swings in, fouls one back to the screen. 1-1. Nice talk with Graham Goskuson before the game, and of course, manager Rich Yost. You can listen to those once we archive this at the end of the game. You give me about 5 minutes after we leave the stream, and it'll be there for you to re-listen to and watch. You can watch the whole game again if you want to. That's a strike. 1-2. Runner at the lead run is out there at third base, just 90 feet away in A.J. Ulrich. 1-2 count. See if Nate can get out of it himself. Ooh, that one is behind him. How did he not hit him? That's 2-2 count. Sometimes it's amazing how they don't hit him. It's not like Frantessel was moving much. He didn't really dance his feet around, but it went behind him, and what a great catch there for Graham Goskuson. Here's the pitch, and it's on the ground. Scooped by the third baseman. The long throw from Hovde is safe, he says. Whew, that was close play. Scores the run, and now it's 2-1 Owatonna. And another infield hit. 4 hits for Owatonna, and 3 of them have been infielders. That'll bring up Andrew Selbrade. And Owatonna gets the lead. 2 down and a runner at first here in the 4th. Selbrade grounded out to second, his first time up for the 3rd out of the 2nd inning. 3 hits, a ground out, and a strikeout this inning. The runner goes. They might have him. That's a nice throw. They got him. Good cover there by Brody Rassler, and they put him down. That was Wyatt Frantessel caught stealing for the 3rd out. They do take the lead, though, with 2 runs on 3 hits. Nobody left on, and we're through 3.5 with a 2-1 Owatonna lead here on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics at Albert Lee. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Well, a lot of times it happens. The guy who makes a good play starts the next inning, actually. That was not the case here. What happened? I thought it was Hovde. He was caught stealing. That's what the end of the play was. But Hovde did make a nice throw over a third. He just didn't get the guy out. But he will lead off here in the 4th for Albert Lee, trailing now 2-1. The cleanup hitter, 4, 5, 6 batters. Hovde, Kermis, and Smith are due up here to face A.J. Ulrich, starting his 4th inning of work. And throw down, ready to go here. Hovde reached on an error, stole second, and ended up scoring the only run for Albert Lee back in the second inning. He led off the second with that reach on an error. Right-handed batting, third baseman. Leading off the bottom of the fourth. Strike one called. Let me get back to my scoreboard and move that to the bottom and put the 1 on there. The 1-0 from Ulrich to Hovde is a strike called. 0-2. Yeah, it does not look like rain anymore here as it did for the first 2.5 innings. It's kind of brightened up a little bit. As you can probably see on the screen, 0-2, now 1-2. As Hovde, as I mentioned, his first at-bats here, first playing time on the Legion season. And a ball, 2-2. So he's got a run scored and a stolen base. Unfortunately, he's 0 for 1 because you get credit for an at-bat, and even if you reach on an error and on a fielder's choice too. This is skied to deep short. Oh, and he makes an acrobatic catch of that one. So it's the pop to short, 1 up, 1 down for Paxton. Cooper Kermis coming up. One out, nobody on. 2-1 Owatonna. ALAL being Albert Lee American Legion, of course, on your scoreboard. The service master by Hyatt scoreboard. That's up at high and outside to Cooper. Kermis singled his first time up, which will help his 142 average rise a bit. That is in the air to center. Can he catch up to it? Long run, he does. Nice speed as Jay Herzog caught up to that one. 2 down. And Preston Smith coming up. Nobody on. Bottom of 4. 2-1 Owatonna. Very competitive game here. 2 errors in the game, both on Owatonna early on. But they fought back to take the lead after falling behind 1-0 after 2. Now they got 2 in the top of this inning. And Albert Lee needs to answer with the tying run at the plate. A strike called on Preston Smith, who reached on a fielder's choice his first time up. Tomorrow, VFW game, and that's a strike called. 0-2. As the VF will be playing Faribault at 5 here at High Field. And they got a doubleheader Saturday against Rochester Lords here at 11 a.m. And if the weather's good and they got enough guys, we'll do that as well here on AlbertLeeLive.com. It's 1-2 to Smith, and he hits one to shortstop again, and he makes the catch. So bookend pop outs to the shortstop and a fly out to center. That was a nice catch made out there. And a 1-2-3 inning, second in a row, third out of the 4 innings. They've had a 1-2-3 defensive inning, Owatonna, and they have the lead 2-1 after 4 on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
You have a brand new house. The construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. Call Service Master by Hyatt today. 877-945-0993.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
I thought I was going to hit the warning track anyway. As talking about that hit from the last half inning from Cooper. Caught up to it. Nice job by Jay Herzog, and he's coming up third this inning, the center fielder. But first it'll be Andrew Celebrate, the DH, and then A.J. Avalos, the second baseman and center fielder Herzog. 7, 8, 9 hitters against Nate Barclay, who's got 5 strikeouts, no walks, giving up the 2 runs on 4 hits, both earned, and hit 1 better as well. And they got a couple of steals from the same guy. That was back last inning when Jace Ulrich stole third and home on a double steal attempt on the home steal. Kind of like Leighton Yost did last week here with his buddy Logan Davis running at first and Yost at third. They throw down to second and cut it off intentionally to try and bait the third base runner, but Yost was just too fast, and the same thing happened here for Owatonna to take the lead here. As that one's up high and outside, 1-0. 5th inning already. We're, well, I guess we're an hour and 15 minutes into this. Doesn't feel like it's been that long, but a 1-0 count. And a strike called. 1-1 to Selbrade, who grounded out to second his first time up. On a 2-2 pitch, here's Nate delivering the 1-1. That's drifting foul and out of play, and a nice run and try there for left fielder Leighton Yost. Leighton Yost is out in left today. He usually plays shortstop or second, but they got him out in left field with Brody Rassler playing second and Preston Smith at short. Just shows his versatility for sure. 1-2. Nobody out. Leadoff batter here in the 5th for Owatonna as he bounces one down the first baseline, but foul. 1-2. Will be over again. So, yeah, we hope VFW can catch fire and get going here on the season when they take on Faribault tomorrow. 5 o'clock there. The VFW is 5, and then Legion starts at 6:30. I guess they're just that much older, more mature. 1-2 count, and Nate delivers. Swing and a miss. He got him 6 Ks. And that's one up, one down here in the 5th. A.J. Avalos was out on that slow roller to the pitcher's mound that was picked up by actually Aiden Jensen, the first baseman, and Nate Barclay recognized it, got over to first to cover in time to get the out on a 3-1 putout. At first, there's a strike to Avalos. 1 out here in the 5th with nobody on. And the pitch is fouled off to the right and out of play. 0-2. He came in, Nate, with strikeout to walk ratio of 5-3, and now it's 11-3. And that's even better than Cohen Drescher, who had the lead in strikeout to walk ratio before the game, 11-6. A ball and 2 strikes now. 1 out, nobody on. And a fly ball, foul out of play. Again, 1-2. Oops, that's too bright. Let me see if I can back it off one. There you go. A little brighter as it gets darker here. Trying to keep up the light on the subject as that's fouled again. It seems that we've had our share, more than our share of foul balls here today, but it's been 1-2 for a while to A.J. Avalos with Jay Herzog, the 9-batter, on deck. 1 out, nobody on here in the 5th. 2-1 Owatonna. Barclay working on another strikeout here and got it. 2 to start the inning, and he's got 7 in the game. 2 up, 2 down here in the 5th. And nobody on for the 9-hitter, Jay Herzog, who singled his first time up, and then he was picked off. by Barclay to Jensen. Third pickoff for Nate Barclay in the year. I think Jensen caught those other two as well. As that's fouled, strike one. Two down. Nobody on. Time to get another out and get those bats going again for Albert Lee post 56. And the pitch is high and tight for ball one, 1-1. Albert Lee also with the bottom third of the order. 7, 8, 9 batters. Barclay, Jensen, and Rassler due up in the bottom of the fifth. Well, he's got to get through this last out, and there's a strike called. It's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Nate covers up the face with his glove when he looks in for the sign, and he struck out the side. Wow. That's 8 strikeouts. 3 this inning. And, wow, he is having himself a whale of a ball game from the hill, and he's coming up to bat here, second up in the inning. No, he's leading off the inning coming up here as we go to the bottom of the fifth. 2-1 Owatonna on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lee. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We now offer full cosmetic dentistry in addition to routine dental care. Learn more at afd.dental.
Back-to-back lefties coming up with the 7, 8, 9 hitters. Nate Barclay, who just struck out the side in the last half inning, will lead things off, followed by Aiden Jensen and his first base battery mate, kind of a battery mate. I know they call it catcher-pitcher battery mates, but Barclay and Jensen work real well together on covering the bag over there and pick-off moves and things. And then Cooper Rassler, the right fielder, will bat third this inning. Trailing 2-1, so Nate can help himself by getting on here, as he reached on an error the first time but got stranded at second. And it's 1-0 to him. Here at the bottom of the fifth, 2-1, Owatonna leads. And a 1-1 count to Barclay. Nate came in with a 400 average. Just 2 for 5 before his at-bat in this one, which was, like I said, reached on an error, so it goes against him a bit with 2 out of 6. This is lifted foul left side. And 1-2. Been monitoring radar because there's a chance still that we'll get to the gusty winds and thunderstorms here, but they're pushed it back to about 8:45 now for Albert Lee, which is good because it will have plenty of time to get this game in. High and outside, a 2-2 count, 3-2 count rather. Sorry, 3-2 to Barclay. There is rain now approaching east of Blue Earth. And so it's coming down I-90 a little bit, but still, they say 8:45, which is a 3-2 walk of Barclay. First walk of the game for either pitcher. A.J. Ulrich with 3 strikeouts, but Nate Barclay with 8. And so Nate on at first with nobody out. And here comes Aiden Jensen. Struck out his first time up. Strike called in this one. And it's 0-1. I've given up on the other camera because it was on It's on the backstop fence, and it's been hit so many, not the camera, but the fence has been hit so many times that it's moved away. We got a chain link in the way, so we'll just keep it on this. As Barclay takes off for second, and he's gunned down. Caught stealing. And one down now. Nobody on. And 1-1 count to Aiden Jensen. Comes in with his 400 average as well. He was 2 for 5, but struck out, so 2 for 6 as well as Nate. 2-1. As A.J. Ulrich misses. And he's working quickly. Here he goes. That's outside. 3-1. Maybe you ought to slow down. 3-1 to, I kid because I'm a kidder. Aiden Jensen, the 8-hitter. Cooper Rassler due up next. And he walked him on 5 pitches. Second walk of the inning and game for Ulrich. Back-to-back walks. Well, they got Barclay on the steal, caught stealing. And Rassler now coming up. He was out on a comebacker to the pitcher. And now catcher and pitcher discuss. Field ump says that's enough. And back behind the plate comes Eric Tackman. Ulrich with back-to-back walks here. It's 1 out, nobody on, though, as Jensen gets his lead. Aiden, no steals on the year, and 1 out. Oh, I haven't even put the out on there. Man, slow. It's 1-0 with 1 down and 1 on here in the 5th. 2-1, Owatonna leading. 4 hits to 1 over Albert Lee. 2 errors to none over Albert Lee. They lead all the categories. Oh, that ate up the first baseman, jumped right over him. That's a base hit. And on his way to third is Jensen. Nice heads up running. And Cooper Rassler has a hit. And it's runners at the corners with 1 out. Top of the order, Brody Rassler. Cooper Rassler was 1 for 2 coming into the game. It's 2 for 4 now. And my Mapleton math tells me that's a 500 average, which is what he had coming in. However, brother Brody is only batting 181. 2 for 11 coming in, and he's 0 for 2 today, so 2 for 13. That puts it down to 153. And we got a courtesy runner as Cohen Drescher will run for Rassler at first. Was it Cooper? Was that Cooper Rassler who just batted? I'll have to ask. It almost looked like somebody else. I might have missed a pinch hit there. But I think it was Cooper. Here comes Brody. 0 for 2. He's due. Runners at the corners and 1 out. Here in the 5th. Down 1. So tying run at third. Go ahead run at first for Albert Lee. As rain is moving down I-90. It's, like I said, east of Blue Earth now. But that's the light rain. The heavy rain is north of us and now has dipped down south of Owatonna. New Richland about to get some heavy rain. Blooming Prairie just north of there. So it's descending on us here, and we got to get through this game here. It says 8:45, but I think that looks like it's going to get here before that. Strike 1 to Brody, who has struck out and grounded out to short. As Ulrich looks at the runners at the corners, he throws to first, back safely. Is Drescher, pinch runner. 0-1. Ulrich facing Brody Rassler, and he swings and misses, and now Drescher caught between first and second, but no advancement taken by third base runner Aiden Jensen. And back into first gets Drescher. That was nicely done on his part. He didn't get tagged out. He stopped. He did that old trick they did with Yost and Davis last week, where both of them were safe on the double steal. Yost of home and Davis of second base. But that time it didn't work out quite that well, but everybody's back safe, so still 1 out, 0-2. And a strike called, and Rassler's down with his second K of the day, and that's 2 down here in the 5th for Leighton Yost. Time running out on Albertley here. We got to get this run in from third. Yost, needs a base hit, too. He's got a 125 average coming in. He's popped out the pitcher and flew out to center today, so he is 2 for 18. He's got tied for the most at-bats on the team, but he's been struggling with the bat. Be great to see him get a base hit and score this run. And he skies one backwards. Is it out of play? No, I think the catcher's got a beat on it and makes the catch, and that will end the half inning on a pop out to catcher. So that's 3 down, and they leave 2 on at the corners. That hurts when you're trailing by 1. We're through 5, and it's 2-1 Owatonna, and post 77 coming to bat in the 6th when we return on AlbertlyLive.com.
When you need insurance coverage for anything, you only need to make one call to Troy Thompson Agency in Albert Lee, 507-377-2852. Troy has been an independent insurance agent for a long time, and that means that he can find an insurance plan that's perfect for you from one of the many top-rated insurance companies he represents. It's complete insurance coverage for your car, home, life, and business. Troy Thompson Agency has it all for you in one place. 1330 West Main Street, Albert Lee. Call 507-377-2852 today and get the peace of mind you need.
Service Master by Ayats Janitorial Services cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. Call Service Master by Ayat today.
The man, the yellow van, call Service Master.
So, Leighton Yost is going out to right field now. And I don't know who's in left. He started out in left. Did they just swap with Cooper? That's not Cooper out there. Hovde at third. Smith at short. Brody Rassler at second. Aiden Jensen at first. Graham Goskeson catching. Nate Barclay. Cooper Kermis in center, but Yost went from left to right, and now we got to find out who's in left. Strike is called, so it might not have been Cooper batting there in the 9 spot, as I had suspected. But we're at the top of the 6th here, 2-1 Owatonna. Strike 1 to leadoff batter Aiden Tackman, who was hit by a pitch and struck out in his 2 at-bats. 1-1 now to Tackman. Yeah, you can have him. 1-1 to leadoff batter. That's behind him. That's the second time. How does he not hit him? That's amazing. It's right behind their legs, and he avoids hitting the Matters, which is good. You know, keep him alive a little bit there. 2-1. The count to Tackman. And check swing. They call it a strike. 2-2. Rain descending on Albert Lee. Like I said, it's coming down I-35, and it's coming along from I-90. It was going to get us in both directions, but just to the Blooming area. Blooming Prairie area. Highway 30, basically, is the cutoff to the north. That's a 4-3 put out. And 1 up, 1 down here in the 6th for Owatonna, and Joe Klecker is up. He had a sacrifice bunt and then punched one back to Barclay on the hill for the first out of the 4th inning. And then, like I said, to the west of us, it's as far as just to the east of Blue Earth, coming down I-90. Frost now getting the first part of the light rain. It's light rain to the west of us, but it's heavier rain to the north of us. That gets down here, we might have a problem with this game, but still quite a ways away. As we have one out and a 1-0 count to Klecker, and that's a strike. Nobody on, one out, and strike one. 1-1 to Klecker. Nate Barkley, 8 strikeouts today. That's a strike called. He has been in the zone all day long. No walks, 8 strikeouts, 2 runs on 4 hits, and a hit batter. It's a pretty good line. He gets to get his teammates helping him out and get some runs going here. That's another strikeout. Number 9. As there's 2 down now, nobody on in the 6th. And Jace Ulrich, who was a strikeout victim in the first, and had a single and 2 steals, including of home, in the 4th. Barclay winds and fires, and that's fouled off. Strike 1. Well, we may go home in the rain, but hopefully we'll get this game in. It's an official game, so if they do stop it from rain, with rain, it'll be an official one. And right now, that does not favor the hometown boys. 1-1 to A.J. Ulrich, the pitcher. That's actually Jace Ulrich, I'm sorry, the third baseman. He lifts one to right field, and that is the catch made by Yost out there. And another 1-2-3 inning for the Tiger defense. Are they still Tigers when they play Legion ball? I think so. It's a fly to right field for the 3rd out, and we go to the bottom of the 6th, 2-1 Owatonna, and the boys need to score 2 here, take the lead in case rain stops the game here coming up on AlbertLeeLive.com.
Mr. Sandless in Albert Lea refinishes any kind of floors without sanding. Guaranteed adhesion, guaranteed satisfaction, best warranty in the business. Outdoors, they'll refinish decks, fences, furniture, concrete, and more. Any type of floor indoors like tile, slate, laminates, concrete, asphalt, ceramic, and more. Call local Mr. Sandless, Troy Irvine at 507-391-9100 or check them out online, MrSandless.com.
Gutters by GT is proud to be a sponsor of Albert Lea Athletics. We're committed to protecting your home with seamless gutters and leak protection.
For your home's protection, visit guttersbygt.com for a free estimate.
Together, we're building a stronger community on and off the field. Go Tigers!
Talk about the 1-2-3 innings. Albert Lea defensively has 4 1-2-3 innings, including the last 2 in a row, with 9 strikeouts for Nate Barclay from the hill. But Owatonna also has 1-2-3 innings. And right now it's 2-1 Owatonna as we head to the bottom of the 6th, and the rain is closing in on us here, so we got to get 2 runs here, get the lead in case it's called early because of rain. And it'll be Graham Goskeson, Paxton Hovde, and Cooper Kermis leading things off here. The 3-4-5 hitters, sounds like hits to me. Graham, the best hitter on the team ball, although he's 0 for 2 today. He struck out and lined out to second so far today. So he's due, but it's ball 1 to him to start the 6th, bottom of the 6th for Albert Lea Post 56. 3-2 record. Strike called, 1-1 to Graham, catching today. And the pitch from Ulrich is on the outside corner, says the umpire, and it's 1-2. A ball and 2 strikes. Goskeson, he fouls that one off to the right, or actually behind him there. Stays 1-2. Boy, did he have himself a good tournament over there in Mankato. 6 of 11. They were all singles, but 6 hits in 11 is good anytime. But he strikes out for the second time of the game here. And there's 1 up, 1 down in the 6th for Albert Lee with Paxton Hovde coming up. Reached on an error, stole a base, and scored the only run of the game for Albert Lee back in the second inning. And then he popped out to short his second time up. 1 down, nobody on. Time running out on these guys. They got 5 outs left to get back on top. They had the lead early with a run in the second, but the 2 for Owatonna in the 4th have been the difference so far. 2-0 to Hovde. Catcher got a stinger of some sort. He's been hopping around trying to shake off. Might have hit him in the knee, or well, if it hit him in the knee, that hits a pad. He hit him maybe where it shouldn't hit him. I don't know. He's hopping around, smiling about it right now. 2-0 count with 1 out and nobody on for Albert Lee. That's Paxton. He needs to get on again. He's the guy who scored the first run. Maybe he can do it again. Cooper Kermis right behind him on deck. Only 2 hits for Albert Lee, and Kermis has 1 of them. And the other one belongs to Cooper Rassler, the 9-hitter. Or I think that was Cooper. We'll have to find out if that was actually him, because Yosti went out to the right field where Kermis or where Cooper was playing, and that's a strike. 3-1 is the count to Paxton. That's up high, and he walked him. So he is on, and for the second time, as Cooper will come up. He's had a base hit in the second and flew out to center field in the 4th. 1 for 2 today. Kermis 2 for 14 coming in, so 3 for 15 on the season so far. This one is in the gap, and that's going to bounce and roll to the fence. And right ahead of him is Hovde. He's moving around third and coming home with a tying run, standing, and it got caught in the fence down there. So let's see if they let him score. He may have to go back to third. But stopping at second was Kermis with a double. Second hit of the day for Cooper Kermis. Third of the day for Albert Lee Post 56. Preston Smith coming up next, but now do they give us the run to tie it, or do they say they're going to send him back to third? He hadn't gotten around third yet by the time that ball was stuck under the fence. I think they dug it out, but it took some doing. And that brings up Preston Smith. So it's going to be second and third with 1 out, and Preston Smith up, trailing by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Preston with a reached on a fielder's choice and popped out to short. And now they're going to go have a conference on the mound with A.J. Ulrich and the infield. Strategy. They're going to strategize, make sure everybody's on the right page. I don't think this is a pitching change at all. I think it's just a strategy session. Rain moves closer, meanwhile. It's not the Clark's Grove or anything, but it is moving in on New Richland to our north and past Blue Earth on our west. Frost has rain. Winnebago, not quite to Minnesota Lake or Wells, but it'll be here before too long. They keep saying in the forecast here, 8:45. So, well, they usually know what they're talking about. Thunderstorms likely around 8:45. Gusty winds and small hail possible. It's 74 right now. Feels like 74. Rain chances moved up to 83%, but I've just been tracking radar, and so far is holding off. But second and third, here we go. Preston takes ball 1. One and 0. Boy, a base hit here, and we've got the lead, I think. I would think that Hovde will score, and then Kermis at second has the speed to get in on a base hit. There's a lot of room between right field and center field if you wanted to go oppo. 2-0. 3-0 is the count to Preston Smith. There's a base open for him at first, and Barclay's coming up. He's the right guy you want to have on if your bases are loaded. That's a strike called, though. 3-1 to Preston as he showed bunt but pulled back, but it was a strike called. 3-1, and he walked him to load him up. It's the third walk by Ulrich, and now bases loaded for Nate Barclay. And Barclay coming in batting .400, has 2 RBI in the season, so he knows how to get it done. In the 7th spot here tonight, he walked his last time up, but was caught stealing at second base. And then he reached on an error. I think they're going to change pitchers here. With 1 down and the bases loaded, as he has walked 2 this inning and given up the double to Kermis after striking out the leadoff batter, but he'll walk off, and we'll see who gets the call from the bullpen. But things looking up here for Albert Lee. Post 56, still trailing by 1, but 3 on, 1 out. And the new pitcher will be number 24, Landon Betcher from the bench. Or is it Botcher? Boetcher. Sometimes that's Betcher, I think. I don't know. What do I know? I'm not an English teacher. But A.J. Ulrich will end up going 5 1/3. And give up just the 1 run on 3 hits, 3 walks, 3 strikeouts. Had a couple errors behind him. Not a horrible line, but got the lead as he leaves the game. But he has left Betcher with bases loaded and 1 out here in the 6th. As rain gets ever closer to Albert Lee, now it's down around Clark's Grove to our north and moving in on Alden to our west. That's light rain to begin with, but if that stuff from the north gets here, that's the heavy stuff. The heavy stuff is still around Geneva to the north of us. Bath is getting the bath, but Clark's Grove with just the light rain now. And it's starting to darken up here as well. I could probably throw that down 1 more notch on the brightness on this camera so you can see better. But Betcher getting as many warm-up tosses as he needs, as Albert Lee has Hovde at third, Kermis at second, Smith at first, and 1 out for Nate Barclay, who during the high school season was definitely one of the best hitters on the team. He's got a good start this year with a 2 for 5 before this game. And he is 0 for 1 with a walk today, so 2 for 6 batting. But, hey, if he can get a walk, it's a tie ball game. I'd like to see him get a base hit or a bases clearing double would be even better. As he steps in. And Aiden Jensen right behind him in the deck on deck circle. As the pitch, first one from Betcher is on the fists of Barclay, and it goes right to third on a hop. They get the force out of Hovde at home, and that's the 2nd out. And Barclay's on with a fielder's choice. As Kermis gets to third, Smith to second, Barclay's on at first, and here's Aiden Jensen with 2 down. Bases are still loaded. They got the force at home there. And Jensen, the lefty, struck out, walked so far today. He got hit. They hit the batter for the tying run. As Kermis scores it, it's 2-2. And To third goes Preston Smith. To second is Nate Barclay. And on at first, after being hit, is Aiden Jensen. And now Cooper Rassler due up? No, who is it? It's Griffin Richards. That's who it is. And he's the one who singled last time in a pinch hitting for Cooper. And first pitch to him is a strike. Well, he can be the hero and give us a lead before the rains come. With 2 outs here in the 6th, tied up, and a strike called. See, now if they stop it because of rain, they got to stay here because it's tied. Griff, come on. Richards was 0 for 3 coming in, but 1 for 4 now after the base hit last inning. Strike call, and it's going to end the inning. But the hit batter tied it, and that's the first strikeout for Betcher. He hit a batter and struck out a batter. So it is tied at 2 after a 6 complete, and we'll go to the 7th. All tied up here at Hike Field as the rain just kind of surrounds us to the north and west on AlverleyLive.com.
Fall and winter typically mean the end of outdoor adventures for your family? Well, not anymore. Visit North Star Recreation in Owatonna and keep the fun alive all year round. Online at northstar-recreation.com and drive away with your new trailer.
Service Master by Ayats Janitorial Services. Cover everything from floor care and carpet cleaning to general cleaning, windows, and power washing. Call Service Master by Ayat today.
The man, the yellow van, called Service Master.
And we go to the 7th here with A.J. Ulrich, Agaric Tackman, and Wyatt Frantessel due up here. The 4-5-6 hitters for Owatonna. 2-2 in the 7th. Rain is impending. Is it impending or pending? It's surrounding us as it moves in from the north and west. It's actually closer to us from the north, but that's light rain at first, and then there is some heavy stuff that's drifting down just about to Clark's Grove. It's right on the north edge of Geneva right now, the heavy stuff. Little lighter rain over to the west has reached almost, halfway between Alden and Blue Earth on I-90. As we start the 7th with the new pitcher. If he turns around, I can see the number. Is it 4? Is that Cooper Kermis? It is Cooper Kermis pitching. Yeah, so Nate Barkley goes 6, strikes out 9, 4 hits, 2 runs, 1 hit batter. And Cooper coming in from center field. And I'm trying to see numbers on what they did with the rest of the moves here, but I'm not having any luck. Those small numbers on the front, you can see them if they've got their back to you, but they don't announce anything, of course. So you're on your own. But it'll be Ulrich, AJ, the pitcher, struck out and had a base hit and scored as he leads off the 7th with a strike from Cooper Kermis. And the righty quickly works and low this time, 1-1. He's wasting no time. He just gets the ball and he's ready to fire whatever is called. And that's a strike called. 1-2 to A.J. Ulrich. Ulrich, then Tackman, and then Frantessel. And then a chance for LD to walk it off if they can get these 3 outs here. That's a little low, though. So 2-2 now to A.J. Ulrich. Ulrich had a base hit on the first pitch he saw in the fourth, and he only had 3 pitches, a strikeout in the first. So he has seen minimum pitches. This is a deep count for him. It's 3-2. Three-two from Cooper. Kermis, he throws one in there, and it's popped up right side of the infield. Jensen gives away to Brody Rassler for the catch. On a pop to second. 1 up, 1 down in the 7th for Owatonna as it's 2-2. Getting that tying run with a hit by pitch. That's tough for the pitcher to have hanging on his head. The reliever for Owatonna. Eric Tackman struck out twice today with Nate Barclay. Let's see if Cooper Kermis can get him. He fouls one off, strike 1. 1 down, nobody on. Top of 7. And the pitch is fouled again, and it's 0-2 to Eric Tackman. Oops, I got the ball number 1 there. I got to get 2 strikes there. And high for a ball. 1-2. Could have just kept that on there. Yeah, there's definitely some heavy thunderstorms heading down 35. Right now, like I said, they're between Geneva and Blooming Prairie, that area. Waseca's getting heavy rain. Owatonna, Dodge Center to the east. Manorville, Rochester, all receiving heavy rain to the north. A little lighter rain coming in from the west, but it's just approaching Alden right now, and that's a strikeout. 3 strikeouts on the day for Eric Tackman, the 5-hitter for Owatonna. 2 up, 2 down. The first strikeout for Kermis, 10th strikeout for Alberley pitching today. And that brings up Wyatt Frantessel. Ooh, let me give you this. Strikeout. First for Kermis on the day. And his first pitching of the American Legion season is looking good. Boy, he changes speeds there and gets a strike. Way out in front was Frantessel. And hopefully there's time before it starts raining for us to get this out and then get some bats going in the 7th and get the win, a walk-off. It'll be the top of the order. Brody Rassler and Leighton Yost due up for Albert Lee, as they batted 7 last inning and managed to tie it up with a run. Swing and a miss again, 1-2. Can Kermis get 2 Ks in his 1 inning of work here? He hit him in the left hip. And so a hit batter wrecks his plans on a 1-2-3 inning. And brings up Andrew Selbrade, who struck out his last time up and grounded out to second. The runner on, 2 down. A 2-2 ball game here in the top of the 7th from Hike Field. It's been an entertaining game. It's been entertaining to see him try and get this in before the rain comes, as it is closing in. This is not Selbrade. This is 14 Jax Gauthier, who plays out in left field but had not batted. He was DH'd for by Selbrade, so he's now going to bat, as Selbrade was 0 for 2. So Gauthier, his first at bat, with 2 down and 1 on, and ball 1 to him. Cooper checks the runner. He throws over. And on back safely was Frantessel. One and 0. As they throw over again. Cooper checks the runner and actually looks behind him where no runner is, and then he throws one away. And down to second goes Frantessel on the wild pitch. And it's 2-0 now to Gauthier. Jax. Jax. Gautier, Gautier. The batter with a 2-0 count. And now Kermit's checking the runner at second, and that's fouled out of play. So 2-1. 2 down to the top of the 7th, trying to close them out here and get the bats going and get the win on a walk-off Tuesday. Well, at VFW baseball tomorrow, if this field doesn't get too wet tonight or tomorrow, with this system coming through, that's low 3-1. As the great start by Kermis is lessened a little bit here with the hit batter and now a 3-1 count. Finds his footing on the hill and ready to go. 3-1. Go ahead run at second. 2 down here in the 7th for Owatonna. And that one skips past. Oh, they're going to. Ooh, they do cover home as running down the third baseline to cover was the third baseman for Albert Lee Paxton Hovde. Nice thinking there. He saw that catcher had to go out, and I think it's Richards catching, and he had to run out to try and get the ball there, and Hovde realized that and covered home. So that was a nice play. Saved the run. But down to first on the walk goes Gautier, and now it's runners at the corners with 2 down. And A.J. Avalos, who struck out and grounded out to first. And that's low, ball 1. Coop just got to throw strikes, buddy. Let your defense play. And the 1-0 is outside. Nice stop by Richards. But scampering down to second on that is Gautier. So second and third now with 2 outs. Got the first 2 batters on a pop out to second and a strikeout. And since then, there was a hit batter and then a walk. And now Avalos, they're going to talk to Cooper. Try and settle him down a little bit. Just throw strikes, bud. Got a good D. We've had 4 1-2-3 innings here. We know how to play defense around here. As Avalos and Herzog, the 8-9 hitters, are due up here, and both of them have struck out against Barclay. Of course, who didn't? He had 9 strikeouts. You know, he struck out everybody but Frantessel. That's it. Frantessel was the only batter, the 6-hitter, that Barclay did not strike out in this lineup. He got somebody twice. Tackman. But everybody else once except Frantessel, who's at second now after he walked, and the wild pitch moves him on. And, no, Frantessel's at third. It's Gautier's who was at second. Infield's the same except for Richards, for Goskeson. Goskeson probably out in left. I'm not sure who's in center, but Yost was out in left and then moved to right. And here's the pitch. And that bounces in, and it's lost by Richards, and the scoring run comes in, the leading run for Owatonna. Still looking for the ball. Oh, pitcher has it. I thought he was looking for the ball. He was looking for his mask. Well, that's the lead run as Frantessel scores, and it's 3-2. Owatonna, still 2 outs. And A.J. Avalos with a 3-0 count now. And it's just a runner at third. And radar showing that rain ever closer to Albert Lee from the north. Try to zoom in on it. It disappeared on me here. All right. It's in Clark's Grove with the light rain to the north. They haven't gotten the heavy stuff yet. But The rain to the west is light rain, and that's not quite moved into our area yet either, but 3-0. Strike on the breaking pitch, and it's 3-1 for Avalos. Need an out badly here. Down 1 now again. Got to come up with 2 to walk this off in the 7th. If we can get this out, it would help. There's a strike call, and it's 3-2. Cooper Kermis with some more confidence. 3-2. Runner at third. 1 in, 2 outs. Breaking pitch too high, and he walked him. And that'll bring up the 8-hitter, Jay Herzog, who struck out, and he singled, but was picked off by Barclay and Jensen. First and third again. 2 outs. And Herzog, left-handed batting center fielder. Yeah, I think it's Goskuson out in left, Yost in center. I just don't know who's in left or right rather, and I don't know who's in center. As the strike is called, the runner goes unchallenged to second base. That's Avalos. Second and third. Strike 1 to Herzog. Kermis makes him swing and miss at strike 2. Oh, 2, 2 outs, 2 on. 1 in here in the 7th. And that's fouled to the left and out of play. It was catchable, but just a little too far for both Hovde and Goskuson to get to. 0-2, 2 outs. As Owatonna leads in hits 4-3. They have the only 2 errors in the game. The runner from third comes scurrying down. Richards almost threw down there to Hovde to try and pick him off, but held on to it, and it's 1-2. To Jay Herzog. It's J-A-E. It could be Jai, I guess. Jai Herzog. That's low. 2-2. It's cooled down noticeably with the rain pending here from the east for the west and north. This is lifted into shallow left, and Goskuson comes in and makes the grab for the third out, and it's going to be a 1-run deficit heading to the bottom of the 7th. And coming up here for Albert Lee at the top of the order, Brody Rassler, Leighton Yost, and Graham Goskuson. When we return for the conclusion, hopefully, a walk-off win for Albert Lee, hope, on albertleelive.com.
Take the first step toward the smile you've always wanted with a call to Alpha Orthodontics in Albert Lee. Dr. Gleich specializes in creating confident, picture-perfect smiles and is the area's only top 1% Diamond Invisalign provider. If you're looking for a less noticeable way to straighten your teeth, ask about Invisalign. Call 507-377-0222 today and schedule your complimentary consultation. Alpha Orthodontics, where dream smiles begin.
At GT Window and Door, we believe what sets us apart is simple. We're local, we're invested in our community, and we stand behind our work. The next time you're planning a project, please give us a chance to earn your business. GT Window and Door, helping transform your house into a home.
Same practice, same team, new focus. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. As dentistry has changed, we have too. We still provide routine dental care, but have added cosmetics, smile makeovers, clear braces, Botox, and fillers to our services. We also custom design and 3D print beautiful lifelike dentures in days, not weeks. Don't put off the new smile you deserve. Advanced Family Dental is now Advanced Focus Dental. Learn more at afd.dental.
What? I don't want to get wet.
No, it's not raining. Is it raining?
Looks like it. Look out there. Oh, it's dust. Anyway, we're back here for the 7th inning. And it's top of the order. Brody Rassler, Leighton Yost, and Graham Goskuson. That's how you want to do it if you want to walk it off in the 7th. Down 1, 3-2. as we try and beat the rain here. And Landon Betcher continues to pitch here with ball one to Brody Ressler, who's got 2 strikeouts and a ground out to short on the day. And fouls one into the screen for 1-1. Let me take that out of your view there. Got a lot going on here with the rain coming in, the wind's picking up. I had to shut a window. It's 1-1. And a strike on the outside corner, says the umpire, and it's 1-2 to Brody. He's 0 for 3, Yost 0 for 3, Goskison 0 for 3, and those are the 3 up here in the 7th. That's a ground ball towards second. He gets it, throws it to first, but, ooh, I don't know about that call, but it looked real close, but he called him out on a 4-3 put out. 1 up, 1 down for Leighton Yost. And Yosty with the pop out to pitcher in foul territory. He flew out to center and then popped out to the catcher. So he's due for a hit here. He's the tying run at the plate. He's got to work his way around. And the first pitch to him is on the outside corner. That umpire's been calling it the same for both clubs all night long. That looks low and outside, but he's been calling it a strike. And as long as he's good for both, the same for both, it's all that matters. And he calls another strike. 0-2 to Leighton. The rain will be here any time if it isn't already sprinkling. And the pitch is swung on and missed, and that's 2 up, 2 down, and now down to our last out with the second strikeout of Betcher, 5th of the game for Owatonna pitching, and Graham Goskison is up, and he has struck out twice and lined out to second. And he came in with a .562 average. He's got to get back to that feeling. Just relax, see the ball, and put a bat on it. It's up high. Ball 1. One and 0. 2 down, nobody on. Bottom of the 7th, trailing 3-2 to a tough Owatonna club. It's been a pitcher's duel, really. 2-0 now to Goskison, who moved from catcher to left field during the game. And the pitch. That's a called strike. 2-1. That is low. That's going to make it 3-1 to Goskison. It's not rain in Albert Lee yet, but it is right on the verge from both the west and north. We've watched it come right down the interstates. Right now, Blooming Prairie getting heavy rain. So is Owatonna, Dodge Center, and just to the south of Waseca. A little lighter to our west, as this is a base hit. There you go. I knew we'd break out of that 0 for 3. He's too good a hitter as he gets the base hit. That's the 4th hit of the game for Albert Lee. And with a 2-out rally going here, Paxton Hovde. Nope, they're going to bring in Cooper. No, it is Paxton. He was just retrieving the bat. I didn't see him over on the right side. So Paxton comes up. He reached on an error, stole a base, and scored the first run for Albert Lee. Then he popped out to short and walked. So he's been on a couple of times, but he needs a base hit here.
2 outs. Albert Lee trailing 3-2.
Needs to get on it anyway here, as it's 3-2 Owatonna, bottom of the 7th, 2 outs, runner at first. Here's the pitch, outside too far for even this umpire, who's been calling that outside corner to the right-handed batters, but he lets that one go as a ball. And the 1-0 is fouled out of play to the right, and it's 1-1. 1-1, 2 down, 1 on, trailing by 1. It's now or never for Albertley. With the rain approaching. And that's outside, 2-1. For Paxton, his first game play of the Legion season. And he lets that go, 3-1. Good eye. It's hard to do when that ump's been calling a lot of those low outside pitches strikes. But kind of hard to see around the ump and the catcher to get a glimpse of just where that went across. So Hovde's right on top of it. He has a good eye on that. 3-1 as he walks. So the winning run's at first, tying run at second. First walk given up by Betcher. 2 on and 2 out for Cooper Kermis. Could he be the hero? As they're going to talk strategy here defensively. I don't know if they're going to change pitchers necessarily with 2 down and runners at first and second, but they're going to allow the rain to get closer before this game ends. And of course it could end either way. They win, we win, or a tie. Interesting. She smells like rain. Looks like rain. Rain is everywhere but Albertley on the radar. And I think if you put it in motion, it doesn't hit here till 9. So maybe that's, because it's kind of moving. It's supposed to be moving west to east. So the stuff in the north, to the north of us, shouldn't really hit here. But it's been moving all the way down 35 to pretty close. I think Austin's going to get more than Albertley. As heavy stuff is headed that direction. Here we go again. They did not replace the pitcher, and it's up to Cooper Kermis to get a hit here and tie it up. As that's outside too far, ball 1. Coop has a base hit, a fly out to center, and a double. And he scored a run, so he's 2 for 3. He's the right guy to have up today. He's feeling it. Strike called on the outside corner, 1-1. Boy, it's really cooling down now. Wind picking up again from left to right now. It's actually shifting all over the place. But infield dirt is flying around. And that's outside 2-1 to Coop. Base hit should tie it. The go-ahead run, the winning run, is at first in Paxton Hovde. The walk-off run. And he misses again. It's 3-1. Both pitchers in relief have struggled here in the 7th to find the strike zone. Two down. Here's the pitch. And he fouls it off. It's 3-2. 3-2 to Cooper Kermis. 2 down. Runners at first and second. Down a run. All comes down to this. Down to the last strike for Albertley. For the moment. We'll see what happens. Gets through and almost sent the runner. Now they're going to get in trouble. Nope, they're going to let the runners get back to the base. Woof. Hovde overran second thinking that Goskeson was going to go, but he didn't. And then Hovde was almost to third. He had to get all the way back to second, and he did. As Kermis walked to load the bases for Preston Smith. And now another conference. They may switch pitchers. They have the 4th at any base for the 3rd out. This base is loaded, 2 down. What a 2-out rally. They got the ground out from Brody Rassler, a strikeout from Leighton Yost, and then a base hit for Graham Goskeson. 2 walks, 1 to Hovde, 1 to Kermis. And here we sit with the bases loaded and a new pitcher coming in. And it's number 7, who is not on my list. I don't have a number 7. Let me look on my picture I took of their lineup. Oh, maybe that's Tackman. It's not 1, it's 7. It's one of those French 7s. Yeah, it's Aiden Tackman. Coming into pitch with 2 down, bases loaded. In the bottom of the 7th, Preston Smith gets a chance to be the hero. And Aiden Tackman for Owatonna on the hill gets a chance at the same. Tying run is 90 feet away. The walk-off run is Huffy, and he almost got thrown out as the third out as he was rounding second, and he thought that Goskeson was going to score on the passed ball that was ball 4 to Cooper Kermis, but Goskeson took a couple of steps around third and put the brakes on, and Hovde was 3/4 of the way to third. He was barreling down on it, and he realized he's got to go back, and the catcher never threw it to second, because if he does, then Goskeson can score. So it is bases loaded, and we've come down to this. 2 down, bottom of the 7th. Owatonna up 1. Rain pending all over us. And a strike called to Preston, who has reached on a fielder's choice, walked, and popped out to short. He swings and misses, and it's 0-2. To Preston Smith. And he lays off that one. Nice eye. It's 1-2. It was just a little outside. 1-2. Aiden Tackman. It's got some good pitches. Trying to close it out for Owatonna. Preston Smith trying to win it for Albert Lee. A base hit might do it, as Hovde's going to have to score from second. I think Goska's going to easily score on a base hit, of course, but Hovde's the one you want. He's the winning run at second. It's fouled off, so 1-2 it stays to Preston. Still no rain here. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Down to the last strike again is Albert Lee, and this is in the air, but playable. It might bloop in there. It's past the shortstop, and he gets it. Wow, that close to tying it up, but it's going to be a Owatonna win, 3-2. Drops Albert Lee to 3-3 on the year. And we'll take the Service Master by Ayat break and come back and wrap things up before the rain comes in here. And it is dark, as you can see on the screen there, as it comes in towards us on AlbertLeeLive.com.
A brand new house, or you just got done with a remodeling project. You want to show it off, but the construction has left a giant mess of dust and dirt. This is Beth Ayat. After the work is done, let Service Master by Ayat make sure that you don't have to do more work to clean up after the construction crew leaves. Show off and demand the yellow van. Call Service Master by Ayat today, 877-945-0993.
Demand the yellow van. Call Service Master.
Put your business in front of thousands of local fans while supporting your local high school students and activities. Advertise right here on AlbertLeeLive.com. We create customized ads to best fit the needs of your business. AlbertLeeLive.com broadcasts more than 150 local high school games and events every year, and our viewership is growing fast as word gets out about our quality broadcasts. Stand out as a community and school supporter while attracting new customers by advertising on AlbertLeeLive.com. Contact Lance at 651-734-3963 or Lance at lmrmedia.org.
So, however, they got the 1 run to take the lead in the second inning. They held it until the 4th when Owatonna scored 2 in the top of the 4th. And then it was 2-1 until the 6th when Albert Lee tied it with a single run there in the bottom of the 6th. Then Owatonna untied it with a run in the top of the 7th. Albert Lee loads the bases in the bottom of the 7th and can't get a run across. Man, They almost got thrown out on the base running error before the climax of the game, but Aiden Tackman comes in and shuts the door as Owatonna escapes with a win. And they go to, I think they're 2-2 on the year. We're 3-3 with the loss. And let me check to see what the Legion is doing here as far as games the rest of this week. They usually play on Tuesday and Saturday, isn't it? This is Owatonna, so they'll play actually Thursday and at Red Wing at 6 o'clock. Next Tuesday, they'll be here against Stewartville at 6, so we'll have that game for you next Tuesday. VFW plays here tomorrow as they are playing Faribault at 5, and it's not supposed to rain tomorrow night, but if it rains a whole bunch here and we got some flooded fields, it'll be tough to get in, but I think they'll play tomorrow. And I was told by the coach that they have enough players, it looks like, for tomorrow, so all signs are good as long as it doesn't get too much rain here. And then a doubleheader for the VFW on Saturday against Rochester Lourdes here at Hike Field at 11 a.m. And hopefully we can get those two games in as well. It's fun to watch these guys play. And win or lose, they're doing as good as they can, and we got to appreciate that out of these boys this summer. And I'm Jay Paul. Thanks for tuning in. That'll do it for here. 3-2 Owatonna, and a thriller down to the end. And now the rains will come on ElberlyLive.com.